evening, everyone, and welcome back to SRW TV. It is a Sunday night, of course, and you guys know what that means. It's round 3 of the DSL Welding V8 Supercars series. I am back. It's me. It's Dano on comms tonight. Shibby is with me in the comms box. I'm already off to a great start on my return, and he'll also be doing the producing tonight until we get some of the other boys in. We are at Interlagos tonight, the Brazilian circuit. It's an absolutely amazing track, produces great racing no matter the cars you're in, and it should be a really, really good night tonight. What do you think, Shibby? Wow, 30 V8 Supercars on one track. It is going to be absolute chaos out there tonight, as it always is. This is going to be a really, really good race. We've heard from the drivers earlier that it's going to be a two-stopper. So we could see a lot of fuel saving going on at the front of the grid, and that is going to come into play towards the end of the race, Shibby.
Yes, definitely. Now I do believe the audience out there should be able to hear me. I was
have a little bit of technical difficulties as we are watching Daniel Schultz go around in that lovely Dragon RC livery.
Mr. Tixier has just done the fastest lap with a 1:31.
Apologies if I butcher anyone's names. I've got a couple of new names that I've got to get my head round. I've been sick, but I am back. We've got Daniel Clutterbuck. Butchering that. I'm sorry, Seb.
Right.
If you want to correct me, I'm more than happy for you to correct me there. But he's currently on pole position, provisional pole, with a 1:31.95. About 4.5 tenths ahead of David Coleman in that Fishy Motorsports car. Shibby, are you with us?
Yeah, I wasn't set up to be on comms tonight, so everything I had ready to go was for producing only, and of course, you know, my microphone doesn't get heard over the stream most of the time, so there was a bit of an issue with which sound channels I was using then. But if you can hear me, I think the broadcast can hear me now, which is, I'm sure it's great because my voice is amazing.
We're seeing Harry Dodds exit that very, very long pit lane. That's the big thing here at Interlagos as well. It's a long pit lane. That pit exit, of course, is very long, and you've got to absolutely floor it as fast as you can around that corner. Of course, Harry Dodds on board now, just letting the faster cars go past on that right-hand side. And so I'm going to go through the new names, and more than welcome, boys. If you hear me butcher it, tear me to shreds and tell me how to say it, because I want to be getting everyone correct. So we've got Sebastian Tixier, I'm going to say. I know I'm butchering that, and I do apologize. Michael Quach, Daniel Clutterbuck, my new personal favorite. Absolutely love your last name, mate. Matt Keane, can't pronounce your nickname, unfortunately. Malpal, Chris Miller's in there, Robbie Bradbury, Michael Locke, Gerard Sanfuentes, and I believe that's everyone of the new drivers from what I can see. So welcome from myself to the league, boys, and I hope you guys have a good one. Oh, that is a very nice livery on that number 74 car of Mr. Gerlin, as I got corrected last season, Shibby.
Yes, this is Paul Gerlin, our series sponsor for SRW. This is DSL Welding Services, and that is the new liveries that we have actually done up for majority of the team SRW Motorsports team. So if we actually jump on board, Steven, no, not on board. I said,
Steven's got a good, nice, lovely, love the DSL on the side. That looks great.
All the new team SRW Motorsports liveries are now starting to be released.
So we've finally figured it out that the red stripe should go over the arches.
Yes.
That took forever.
Yeah, and
that
over
took
the
way
top.
too long.
It looks great.
Amazing. It took way too long
Deeds.
for us to realize. But we could absolutely do that. That looks great. That is an absolutely lovely sight as we're watching Dean Sinkovich try and trundle around the track. Temperatures this evening, Shibby, what have we got?
Let's have a look, shall we? We're looking at 21 degrees.
Okay.
And 28% humidity and 22% track temp with a clear sky. So relatively cool track.
Very. So that's, I think, what most drivers actually want. I know last season we had a lot of 30 degrees, 36s, so very hot track temps. So we might be able to see these boys only make one stop for the tires. Just looking at the race distance, obviously an hour long.
It's definitely
so it will be a two-stopper for fuel.
Yeah.
It'll be a two-stopper for fuel, but we could see a one-stopper for tires. At the moment, Sebastian still leading the field with that 131.95. Absolutely killing it out the front. How's he been doing in the last couple of weeks, Shibby?
Mate, he's quick. He's definitely quick. He's a lot of the new drivers we've brought in this season, which has been fantastic to see the amount of influx we've had. The new drivers aren't slouches. We've really picked up some good drivers out there to start putting some of the top teams in SRW to their paces. So, as we see, Daniel Schultz.
Daniel Schultz.
Yeah, big shout out to Daniel Schultz as well from Dragon RC. They are our round sponsor for our V8 Supercars.
Yes, of course, a big thank you to them. We've also got a couple of other people that we need to thank. Of course, you guys at home for watching. Say it every single time. Thank you guys for watching at home. Like, subscribe, share us around. I know that we've got a couple of big things in the behind the scenes, don't we, Shibby?
Yeah, well, one of them is Melville Equipment. Again, straight on to our sponsors. Melville Equipment, thank you so much for coming on board and helping support our V8 Supercars series. They have sponsored, they're qualifying. So we are in the Melville Equipment qualifying session right now. And they are also helping us out with our fastest lap and pole position for our V8 Supercars. So that is something we need to keep an eye on. So who has the Melville Equipment best lap right now? And that is Mr. Tixtier.
Sebastian.
Yeah, so he, at this moment, will be taking our Melville Equipment pole best lap. So let's see and keep an eye on those timing tables to see if anybody else can outdo him. But as I said, he has been very quick. Yeah,
just trying to find some results from the last couple of weeks. Can't seem to find any. But that's A-OK. We've got Mr. Dodds up in P5. Almost a full second to pole position, but good to see he's got quite a bit of pace this season and up the field, because we know he had it in him last season. This Interlagos circuit it's just a good circuit, isn't it? It's hosts the F1 every year. They love it down in Brazil. And lap record, of course, held by Valtteri Bottas, who set it in 2018 in the Mercedes W09.
Damien Dyke has just slotted himself into third with a 132.452. So that was pretty quick, and he's gone straight back to the pit. So what are we? 0.5 of a second off the speed
still
of
5/10.
Yeah. So really, this could be a favourite track of his. That's the thing. We know we've got a lot of drivers that do sort of love one track and are super fast on that track. So maybe this is his.
Yeah, certainly. So it looks like these guys are doing similar lap times to the Vermont GTE cars, actually. About a second, 2 seconds off. That's the closest I can find. So that's like your Porsche RSRs, your Ferrari 488 GTEs, Ford GTEs, all that kind of stuff. So these supercars are not slow around here.
No, definitely not, mate. Look, supercars aren't slow, full stop. If you can hold on to these things into a corner, they are just as quick as most other cars. You know, I have so much praise for the guys that get in and can race these. I have tried countless times. countless times, and I end up just Alt F4ing out and going and driving something like a F3 or a Radical because I can't get my head around
the downforce.
Yeah.
You need your downforce. I am gonna admit it that I'm the same. I need just a little bit of downforce myself to get myself around a track. I'm just getting up. Oh, thank you, Formula One, for the track layout as they come through. Oh, Bruce Tannock slowing up to the side of the track. And he's going to reset. So we got 2 minutes left in the Melville equipment qualifying session. And Sebastian Tixier is still at the front of the field. 5/10. Can anyone touch that lap time? I don't think they will.
That's a big gap. And it's amazing because a lot of the time we see, like, you know, at least the top 5 to top 10 all really close within each other, within 1/100th of a second sort of thing. Like, we never see this big, you know, 0.5 of a second gaps between the top 3. That's a big time. The question is, though, is he going to be consistent with those times? Like, yeah, you can set a fast time, but can you keep that up in the race?
Race pace is very important, you're right. So usually we are used to seeing the lap times that it is from 2nd to 5th. So about, you know, 2/10 separating the top 4. But, I mean, it's 6-7 actually separating the top 5. So a big difference.
Watching Reese to go. Did he improve? He has jumped 1 extra spot. He's moved up into 20th. Nice lap there, mate. He had 3 green sectors. Jamie Dyker's on some greens. Let's jump on board and get his finish and see if he can improve his time.
Turn number 12. Gets a good exit through 13. And it is just a straight, flat-out run. Down through 14 and 15 is that last little left-hander before the line. As he comes across the line, where's Jamie Dyke gonna go?
131. Oh no.
132.2. So P2. David Coleman's on the pit exit. I don't think he's gonna be able to get another lap out of this. And I think that's gonna decide us.
What our grid is going to look like tonight for 60 minutes of Interlagos. This is going to be absolutely insane. We have 29 cars who have set a time tonight, with 2 guys still yet to set. So that is 31 V8s taking to Interlagos tonight. I'd like to huge shout out to our RC tonight too. Dylan Thomas, Stephen McCartan, and it looks like Tyson McAvoy is in RC. I think he was joining us tonight. I could have been wrong.
Not too sure what goes on. I just get told to show up.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, I didn't.
Finally, after round 3, he's here. Dano's back, everyone.
I've forgotten to press the button on the app.
Oh, you didn't clock in?
Yeah, I forgot to clock in.
We're getting serious here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a full clock-in system with an app that does our schedules and timesheets now. And then people still don't know how to use them. Good work, Dano.
I forgot, okay? I'm used to just filling out a Google Sheets. I'm happy doing that. I don't know why we needed an app.
You try doing the pays. I'm just going to leave that there.
It's got my address. That's creepy. I don't like that. It's wrong anyway. It's clocked me in at the wrong address, like the complete wrong address.
Look, it's something we're working on, all right? Moving forwards as a business structure, it's these things we need to do. And again, we've turned this into a podcast and not a broadcast. That's meant for NASCAR trucks only. That is mine and Scott's night. Thanks very much. Let's get back to racing. As the last few guys come around, I don't think the timing table is going to improve or change all that much. Brett Taylor has done a 133.64, so he has moved up what did he move up? 1 spot, it looks like. And David Coleman from Fishy Motorsports finishing through the pit, so they were not going to improve on their laps, and that will end our Melville Equipment qualifying session with Sebastian Tixier taking out our fastest lap of the qualifying. So he will also take our Melville Equipment pole position. as we
It's
were.
very well done, Sebastian. That was a very quick time. 3/10 in the end, or 2.5, I suppose, in the end there, separating those drivers. And Jamie Dyke is going to want to hunt him down as quick as he can. That is the front row. David Coleman is P3. Harry Dodds was able to improve up to P4. Great to see him up there. Bruce Tannock, Alan Dawson, Stephen Martin up in P7. Good to see him up within a second of those lap times. Paul Gerlin in P8. Sam Noble, Michael Quach.
What? Yeah, Quack.
Have
What?
people Quack?
Look, honestly,
Quack.
when we finally get
Quack.
him, yeah, when we get him in,
Let's say Quack.
in, we'll ask him.
Daniel Schultz, Daniel Clutterbuck, my new favorite driver. I'm sorry. Absolutely amazing last name. We'll move on to the next 12 drivers. So I think
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Mr. Shibby's having
We're about to...
an additional helper. Peter Pavlovich in P13, Matt Keane, Troy Dooley, Brett Taylor, Robbie Bradbury, Stefan Lawrence, Chris Miller, Mal Paul, Jared Safuentes, Jeremy Bush, Reese DeGoey, Greg Leake, and I think there's a couple more drivers, but I think we're about to go green here.
Sebastian Tixier still hasn't hit the...
Cowie, Sinkovich, Cowie, then Dean Sinkovich, Callan Hodgkinson, David Blake, Greg Johnson, Stephen Sinkovich, Michael Locke, and the rest are our race control. Stefan McCartan, Dylan Thomas, and Tyson McAvoy. We are going to get ready to go green on the start. We're going to be on board with the 101 car of Daniel Clutterbuck, that TMX Global Racing logo and livery looking very nice on those supercars. The V8 Mustangs.
Got to say, there's some good-looking liveries in this field.
10 seconds.
All right, Sebastian Tixier has now finally hit the grid, and we should be good to go.
Lining up on the right side is your pole. We get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they're away here at Interlagos, round 3 of the DSL Welding V8 Supercars Series. It looks like David Coleman got a good start. Sebastian got an even better one, though. It's chaos all the way up and down the grid. 3 wide all the way down to the back. Is there any contact? Looks like they get through very, very cleanly. Sebastian holds the lead through the start. Jamie Dyke, David Coleman, Harry Dodds, all keeping their positions. Daniel Schultz up a position on the start. Sam Noble as well, up in P8. But the top 7 all stay the same. They're 2 wide, though, all the way down. See a lot going on in the back there. Gerard Safuentes up 2 positions as Sebastian Tixier is, it's going to take me a second to get into the motion and rhythm of saying that, is in the lead at the moment, doing very well up the front. You can see Bruce Tannock right on the back of Harry Dodds there, forming a little bit of a train as David Coleman, Jamie Dyke, and Sebastian start to pull away. Coming around the last final corners, that is turn number 10, 11, and 12 they're coming into, as there has been an incident in one of the Motorsport boys down at the back of the field. I wonder who's had contact there. Stefan Lawrence up 5 positions in P13. He's doing very well, as we can see that number 12 car of Safuentes. As Bruce Tannock's having a look at Harry Dodds. Harry makes a very late move to defend, unable to do so. Bruce Tannock going to look to go around the outside. This is the way to pass in turn 1. You go around the outside, and then you get the inside on the next corner, but it looks like he's done the smart move. Going to go for the switchback, and he's going to get an absolutely blisteringly quick slingshot down the straight through turn 3. Not as quick as he wanted, may have had a little bit of a mistake, but 4/10 quicker on that opening lap was Sebastian Tixier at the front. That just shows how quick he is.
Yeah, he's definitely quick in these cars, mate. He's shown us from the beginning that the Frenchman can drive, and he's really jumped into the V8s and given it his all, and it's been great to see.
Cowie up 6 positions as well, down in P20. Leakey's down 1. Mr. Sinkovich is up 4. Both Sinkoviches up 4, actually. So great to see that. Stefan Lawrence up 5 as always. David Blake up 5. Malpole here, risky runners in that number 9 car is leading Cowie away, and there's a little bit of a tussle behind as well. We'll get the gaps
Davey Dyke has
shortly.
closed the gap on Tixier right here.
Oh, he's closed it very well. They're going to go too wide into turn 1. Is David Coleman going to have a look up the inside? Look how late Sebastian Tixier is able to get on those brakes. Absolutely insane work on those brakes. He's so good on them already, getting those tyres up to temperature. David Coleman setting the fastest lap, the Melville Equipment fastest lap, 132.396. But those laps are going to start coming down sooner rather than later. That you can see these three have absolutely gone from the rest of the pack. Harry Dodds is already miles behind, as it looks like that 175 car, Brett Taylor, he had a look up the inside of that Century Motorsport KFC car, unable to make a move.
And that's Gerard Sanfuentes behind him, who's up 4 places. He did actually just pass Chris Miller not too long ago, so he is on the push, and he will be wanting Brett and Robbie Bradbury to battle here, so he can try and get around the outside.
Trying it around the outside. Is he going to be able to make it stick into the next corner? Little bit of contact. Thought he may get a little bit further up alongside. Unable to do it into turn number 8, as it's a very tough, tricky one to pass into turn 8 and 9. Tried to go around the outside at turn 8 it was, and then into turn 9 up the inside, wasn't able to do it. Daniel Clutterbuck, your TMX Global Racing 101 car, the blue livery right on the back of Daniel Schultz. He's running in a comfortable P10, up 2 positions behind him. Stefan Lawrence is on the charge, the 052 car. Sorry, not the blue car. It's, oh, I think I have a new favorite livery. It's got a nice red fade on the front and the blue livery on the side. Very, very nice logo. Hopefully they're sponsored by Thrustmaster with the name of TMX. Obviously, Thrustmaster having their TMX Pros. That's Stephen Martin having a look up the inside of that 062 car of Alan Dawson. Unable to get the move done, but he is right on the back, looking to make a move into turn 6 as they come through turn 5. Got to get on the brakes nice and early, unable to hold a lot of speed like you are in the supercar. You got to take it very slow through here, and usually you might be able to dive up the inside. Little lock up for Alan Dawson in front there, and into turn 8 now, and 9. Sorry, that's turn 9.
Glad you know what turn they are, mate.
On the back. Oh, I'm looking at track map while I do this, until I familiarize myself with it. That's turn number 10 that we've just gone through. That it's just a bunch of hairpins, and then turn 11 here is the left-hand kink, and into turn 12, and then 13, 14, and 15 are all left-hand little kinks in the track.
We've got a battle.
Look at Cowie right on the back of Sinkovic.
Dean Sinkovic, yeah, there's a 3-way battle here. Maybe even a 4th with Reese to go. Only just in front of them, so. And Jeremy Bush behind. Well, look at this, we have a 5-car
train. Look at this,
train.
it's a 5-car battle. Haven't seen this in a while.
And this is why we're loving the V8s this season, is the quality of drivers from start to finish means that there's just battles all over the place, and it actually makes it very hard to keep on top of everything.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a blessing and a curse, because, I mean, we can't really keep on top of everything. Cowie braking very early, maybe doing a little bit of fuel saving. Of course, thinking about strategy very early. Trying to get round Sinkovic on the inside into turn number 3. Oh, sorry, turn number 2. Not able to do it into turn 3. Has to let off the throttle. Short shift into 4th and 5th, and has to stick behind in P21.
Cowie calling himself the average sim racer, and I'm sorry, mate, but we've renamed you the above average sim racer, because you may think you're average, mate, but this man seriously knows how to drive these V8s.
Yeah, he certainly does. We've seen him do so much practice, as we are now joined, finally, by Adam Hughes. How are we, mate? As he makes the move, inside Sinkovic trying to defend, gets a little lock-up. Cowie on the outside of turn 9. Is he able to do it? He does get it done. What a move Now into turn number 10. He is away and he can push and catch Reese to go. What a move by Cowie. Sorry to cut you off there.
Was it? No, you're all right, mate. Was that Cowie that just did the move, was it?
Yeah, it was Cowie.
Oh, Cowie. Oh, the man.
He loves these V8s, that man. Absolutely adores them. And so it is not a surprise to see him making those moves. There was a car off there. I'm not too sure who it was.
Yeah, it was a green Mustang, unless the trading paint hasn't loaded properly.
No, it definitely looked like one. I'm not sure if it was green. I thought it was orange, but I am colorblind, so I'll take your word for it.
Maybe I'm colorblind.
Well, we'll have to get Shibby to intervene, as Schultze is stuck in a little bit of a sandwich here. He's got Daniel Clutterbuck behind him and Paul Gerlin in front. Just too far, as Clutterbuck is right up the back of him. And I'm sorry, but Clutterbuck just rolls off the tongue. I'm very happy to have you in this series, mate. Oh, he's even got, look at that, on the back of that car, he's got a little number plate that says Clutters, and I love it.
Actually, I can't even see it from here.
Hang on, we'll get it in a moment.
Can we get a
Yeah,
view
look
on
at that, look at that. Look at that, it says Clutters on the back. That's amazing.
Oh, it does too. That is good. I like that. I rate that.
That is absolutely amazing. That's very smart advertising, I suppose. And it helps us in the comms box as well, because there are two of those TMX drivers. Where's the other one, Chibi? Yeah, no worries. So Shibby going to take a step back and focus on producing now. So it's just me and Adam in the comms box. And this battle up...
Have we had any safety cars yet, Dano?
No safety cars. We're on lap 7 as we're almost 10 minutes in, as Dyke is going to almost shows him the look up the inside into turn number 4. And those two fishy boys up the front are really trying to get that move done, as the number 12 car pushing Troy Dooley, that's Gerard Sanfuentes, gonna have a look up into turn 4. No, thinks better of it, and is able to get a little bit more momentum into the next couple corners. 953 car of Sam Noble trying to have a look at Stephen Martin. We know Stephen Martin has a lot of pace. We saw him in the Super 2s, was it last season?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was in Super 2. I do recall him being in there, actually. Nice drive.
Inside, there it is. Oh. Sam Noble gets it done. Turn 10 up the inside. Got to have a big set of balls to get that done, and he's done it very well. Into turn 11, he's not going to have the benefit of draft. Stephen Martin, is he going to be able to get alongside and get that move back? It all depends on this exit now. Was it good enough?
You'd be glad to know, though, Dano, that one of the 9.5 Sim Sport boys, or one of the cars, actually ended up winning the Taipan 12 Hour of Daytona just before. They ended up winning the GT3 class.
Beautiful.
A nice little win over there.
Who was that? Give him a little bit of recognition.
Michael Brennan was one driver, and I think there was two others, but I didn't get to see their name.
Fair enough. Well done to those boys over there. Winning the 12 hour in the GT3 class. As we've got a three-way battle here. Not Troy Dooley, it's Mr. Sinkovic having to defend from David Blake and Jeremy Bush at the back of the field. They might be at the back of the field, but they're racing like it's the front.
There's a nice looking livery on the Commodore there. If the thing is,
yeah, old school.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that.
And the black and gold looks beautiful.
Oh!
He goes for it up on the inside. Absolute madman. What a move. Forces Dean wide, and Jeremy Bush now can take advantage.
That's an amazing dive.
Walk us through the replay, Adam. I'll be right back.
Yeah, right, mate. I actually wasn't expecting this to happen, but yeah, David Blake just obviously just felt, you know what, I'm going to send this. And he's braked a lot later, rather. I don't even think poor I think was it Stephen? I don't think Stephen Singovich was half expecting that.
Dean.
Oh, it was Dean. Sorry, I don't think Dean. Excuse me. I don't think Dean was expecting it. He gave him just a little nudge on the exit too, just to say, yeah, thanks for that. No damage, Joe. It's a simple bump and run, no real dramas. Back to the front with Sebastian and obviously with Jamie. And we've got obviously David Coleman right behind Jamie as well. So obviously the top three have completely checked out from basically Harry Dodds onwards. So from 4th down to, I suppose, would it be 10th maybe? They're in their own little battle pack, and then the top three have all checked out again. So this would be a very interesting battle towards the end. Jamie's looked up the inside, he's thinking about it. No, he's going to just wait a bit longer. He might just come back a bit later at the end of the straight and have another crack at him, I reckon. Hits the apex nicely, uses all the exit curb, or just a bit of it rather. It's just slowly in the draft to try and possibly set up a move here, depending if Sebastian doesn't block, of course, which he's told to do. Which I reckon he is blocking, which he is.
Going to bend that inside line as Jamie Dyke goes to the outside and breaks early. So I wonder, do you think these boys will be fuel saving up the front, or do you reckon they're just pushing?
I'd say, can we go on board for like a in-cockpit sort of view with a bit of sand on and see what happens?
Into turn 4. Oh, they're all fuel saving.
Yep, definitely clutching in. We'll come off the throttle for sure.
It just shows the pace difference. I mean, these boys are doing 32s up the front of the field and, you know, it's still fuel saving, whereas I don't know if these boys are as well. As Daniel Clutterbuck's having a look up the inside of Daniel Schultz. Goes a bit deep, has a little bit of a moment on the inside. There is the 052 car, Stefan Lawrence. They're going to be side by side going into turn number 5. Sorry, 6. That's 6.
He's kept it. He's kept it.
Up. As Clutterbuck is up the inside into turn 8 and gets it done. Holds that position.
Notice, Dano, with most of the corners here, that if you look at the brakes on most of the cars, they're all at the rear. Most of the cars are getting a massive workout at the rear brakes. They're just overheating and glowing. Have you noticed that?
I reckon that's to get that rear end to turn around, because most of those turns up there, even though they are on camber and a lot of the time using the camber of the corner. Oh, there is a car on its side.
And that's going to be a safety car.
That is definitely going to be a safety car. Not too sure what's happened there. We'll have to get that.
Yep, it's going to be a safety car because everyone's pitted. Yep.
Yep, definitely a safety car.
What happened back there? What have they done to get to that position? That's a massive hit.
I'm not even sure what I was saying beforehand, before that car was on its side.
You're talking about the getting the car to rotate through the corners, having the rear brake on.
Yes. Even though it's on camber, I think the rear brakes just helps the rear end kind of turn around, get a little bit of slip angle, I think it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you might be right. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe having the car accidentally turn on you or turn around on you. That was my main concern.
Was it? I think it's contact. Yep. Oh, a little bit of net code, unfortunately. And he has had a big tank slapper.
Oh, Jesus.
Almost did the 360 and completed the flip, but unable to, unfortunately. And I think that'll be the end of Greg Johnston's race.
Was it a bit of net code? Let's have a look.
Looked like a bit of net code. He wasn't touching him just yet, at least on my screen. But I think it was close enough that it probably would have been contact anyways. You can see there's a gap.
Yeah, net code, definitely a gap. Yeah, definitely net code. Oh, that's a shame.
They may have made contact anyways, though, so... Who knows? Unfortunately, we will never know.
No, I'm tipping race control just for those race incident.
Yeah, the promo department safety car is out, driven by Tyson McAvoy. As they've also got a new livery on that promo department safety car. Looks pretty similar, in my opinion, but I'm being told it's a new livery.
What's the difference?
What is the difference? We're being told that it's mainly the differences, so you can see the website, the logo a little bit better for all your promotional needs.
Oh, right, I see. Okay.
Interesting.
It doesn't. That's all right. Like, we can definitely see the website and the logo a lot better.
Let's have a look and see at these pit stop times, shall we?
We shall. Let's do it.
See who took tyres. Oh, I think they all would have taken tyres.
I think Dodd got jumped in the pit stop because David Coleman's ahead of him.
Yeah, he certainly has. 0.1 of a second slower of a stop and still got jumped. Interesting. So it looks like they've all pretty much done the same things. 18.7 second stop for Alan Dawson. So not too sure why he's had that. As
can we have a look at the overall time in the pit lane, like the drive-through part of it? Oh, thanks, mate.
Wow. Yeah, Jamie must have had something go wrong there.
Yeah. That's what, 1.2 seconds. So unless he's probably jumped his mark and had to pull it back into the pit box, maybe.
Probably, I think.
That's a massive gap, though. And Dawson at 39.6. Jesus, he's had a massive issue himself. Greg Johnson, of course, took that long because obviously he's had to tow back to the pits because of his accident, of course. So we've got where? So we've got Cal and we've got Locke in 29th. I think they've just come back out of the pit, so they're gonna join up on the back of this queue, I think. Yep, Michael Locke, yeah, beautiful. Cal Hodgkinson, crisscross teammate of mine. Has there been any word on when the safety car's going back in, if it's this lap or next lap, by any chance?
I haven't heard anything myself. Yep, okay, it's going in now,
Beautiful, beautiful.
The race has been given back to Sebastian Tixier, as he will lead them away through turn 11 and 12, as Tyson McAvoy will put that back into the pits.
I'm guessing Sebastian will probably go on the last second. I don't think he wants to give David or Jamie or Harry any draft. And he's gone. Wow, he's gone really early.
So what can be done here?
David's still with him though, so that's not too bad. Oh jeez, I thought David was going to have a send then. I thought, oh my god.
He's right up the back of him, but that exit from Sebastian is just too good. David Coleman having to push very, very hard. Are they going to be able to make a swap at some point? As Harry Dodds is right up the back. He's wanting to get that temperature back into those tyres and get right up the back of Jamie Dyke and not lose them this time. Has he got the pace, do you think?
Yeah, I reckon Jamie will have it done. And like David's still quick as well, so I think, you know, give it a few laps and they'll be on the back of Sebastian eventually. But Sebastian's obviously no slouch himself, of course. So, oh, bit of a lock up. Oh, both.
And a big lock up that front right from David Coleman. That was a big lock up.
Oh, who was that? Who was in front of Cowie? Because I think it's had a massive tank slapper then.
Yeah, Brett Taylor.
Brett Taylor had a massive slapper then. I think he had a bit of over rotation then.
Steven Sinkovich, oh, Cowie's looking for it up the inside, just unable to get that done. Of course, these curbs are so massive, you can really attack them hard. Steven Sinkovich up 13 positions, and David Blake up 11. It doesn't look like he made a pit stop, though.
No, it doesn't look like it. 17 spots.
And neither has Steven, actually, so I think that's a strategy error, but maybe they've got something up their sleeve.
Oh, Harry Dodds!
Harry Dodds gets the move done on David Coleman. Looks like David's had a mistake. We'll have to get a replay there going into turn 1. That's a great move. Harry Dodds up into P3. Going to be under attack for David Coleman into turn 4. Here's the DSL loading action replay. So I don't know when Jamie got past, but that was a nice little dive up the inside. Kept it clean enough at least. And he's now got David Coleman right at the back, and he's gonna have to defend Stefan Lawrence. Oh no, sorry, Alan Dawson in the 062. I'm thinking of 052 for Stefan Lawrence, and Alan Dawson is right up the back of that 953 car of Sam Noble. Here it is, Harry Dodds and David Coleman through turn 9, side by side, and David Coleman's got it done. He's gonna have the inside into turn 10, and Sam Noble sneaking up on the inside. Is he able to get it done? No, he's not. Harry Dodds clears him off, and getting involved as well as Daniel Schultz. We got the tents up on the side.
Oh, this is an awesome battle pack, isn't it? This is an amazing battle pack.
Yeah, so it's David Coleman, Harry Dodds, Sam Noble, Alan Dawson, and Daniel Schultz in that pack. So Jamie Dyke and Sebastian Tixier are leaving them at the front of the pack, unfortunately for David Coleman, as Jamie Dyke sets a 1:32.221. Melville Equipment fastest lap.
132.2, Jesus, that's flying. Bloody hell.
Remember, our poly fastest lap was a 1:31, so that is very, very quick.
Okay. Jesus,
that's
all right.
on his quali time, actually. That's a very fast lap. And there it is. It is a green car.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Chris Miller.
That was one I saw down the last corner on the grass there before. So
it certainly was, as they almost go 3 wide, as Brett Taylor's looking to have a look up the inside of Steven Sinkovich, and Cowie looking to get in front of him as well. This is a big battle as well. This is the beauty of having a big grid. They are all slotted together, and now we have a battle from P3 all the way down to P10.
that is pretty good.
And if Stephen Martin catches up, it's going to be all the way down to P14. Everyone will be in with a chance for this. But it looks like Harry Dodds may have made a mistake. David Coleman pulled out 1 second on Harry Dodds.
Oh, wow, okay, so David's starting to put the foot down, trying to catch back up to the top 2 by the looks of it.
And Daniel Clutterbuck as well, having looked like he made a mistake, having to, or maybe get checked up. And he's down in P8, dropped back 1.8 seconds, as it looks like Paul Gerlin's going to have a look up the inside. Who's that? Car, the 052, Stefan Lawrence having a look up the inside of Mr. Gerlin.
It was good racing. They were both giving each other space and room, man. That was good.
Yeah, some really, really good racing from these boys. We've not seen much contact. There's a lot of racing respect and racing etiquette between these boys, and there always seemingly has been, so it's great to see as Mr. Gerlin goes wide, and sneaking through Stefan Lawrence. Easy move in the end. Just waited for that mistake from the 74 car and took it with ease.
That was a good move. Really like that. It was really good. Reese to go. We haven't seen him around for a while. And Jeremy Bush. They've got their own little battle pack happening. What, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars there. Or are they? Oh, okay.
Wow, look at that pack. That's huge. We can't even catch it all on screen because it's all the way down from, looks like P11, P10. But no, it's from the start of Steven Sinkovich. It's a massive field though. He still hasn't pit though. He has He's going to have to dive into the pits, and so is David Blake up in P13. So lots still to go here as David Coleman is actually catching up to Jamie Dyke and Sebastian Tixier up the front.
Oh, was that Cowie having a run then? I think that was. Oh, and
no,
this is Stevie.
going into the pits. So
Oh.
David Blake, I think they're right at the end of their fuel tank, as I think it was too wide as well. Oh, there's a big one. That's the 24 car. That's Sinkovic. That was a Sinkovic in the wall. I think he's had a lockup, and that is the number 9 car of, who was it? I'm not too sure. We'll have to get a replay of what happened there. It was Jeremy Bush, we're being told, who had contact, as the 062 Alan Dawson in P4 leading them away. Harry Dodds dropping down after being in P3. Is he going to be able to get a move done? No, closed the door. Very, very
Can we
close.
get replay of that accident? Let's not see it again, if that's all right.
Yeah. Harry Dodds has had a spin. Harry Dodds has had a spin. I saw it happen, and we cut just away. Harry Dodds had a spin at turn number 10. Just wasn't able to keep it. It looked like he got over the curb funny and unsettled the rear end. I think we better get an action replay of that first, as we just went away from it, as Mr. Quack, as we've decided. So here it is. Oh, what's this replay? Oh,
no, this is.
nope, that's Michael Quack making a move.
This is
Here's
one.
Harry Dodds. So you can see rear end unsettled and, well, didn't have a spin, but onto the grass and lost four or five positions there, unfortunately. Maybe pushing a little bit too hard. Now Paul for Whiskey Runners, having a look at Callan Hodgkinson for a crisscross. Haven't seen too much of crisscross. What's been happening with those boys, Adam?
I think we've just entered in every other event but the Supercars, I think. Like, we've only got Cal Hodgkinson and they're representing us, and that's about it, actually. Obviously, I'm in the Porsches with a few other boys, and I think we've got a few in the Radicals and in the NASCAR and all the Sprint series as well, I think, like the dirt stuff. But I think that's about it, I think. So, yeah, we should probably get more people into the Supercar, to be honest.
Yeah, look at that. Coleman has caught up about a second to Jamie Dyke and Tixier, as Jamie Dyke is right on the back of him, but he's doing so much fuel saving and making sure, I think that's why he's not overtaking him. He's showing him the door, but making sure to save that fuel.
Yeah, he's just waiting.
Doesn't sound like Sebastian is fuel saving, does it?
Oh, yeah, I think he is. It sort of sounds like he is, but he might be doing it in different places, possibly.
Yeah, there's loads of places to fuel save here. There's just pretty much all of the first sector you can fuel save, as Jamie Dyke is alongside into turn 4 and just holds off. Forcing Tixier to defend, though. I think he's making enough of a move that it doesn't hinder either of their race too much, but it's allowing Coleman to come back and support Jamie Dyke up at the front.
Yeah, David's just catching up something chronic. He's getting there slowly and slowly each lap. Like, the more they battle, the more David just catches up. Oh! And there's been a spin. Oh!
Hutterbuck and Daniel Schultz, who have had an incident. He's letting him go through, though. He's letting him come back through. Good sportsmanship from the TMX Global Racing driver.
Feel bad for Daniel, but I think they're still going to give him a penalty for that, because he
looks like he's got rear wing damage as well, though.
Yeah. Whoever he spun, they've obviously lost places, and obviously other cars passed him, so I think he might get subject to the penalty still, I think. Oh, jeez, Jamie's all over him. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it really doesn't sound like Sebastian is fuel saving. It's just listening, I could hear in my left ear, it did not sound like he was letting off as much as Jamie is.
Oh, yeah, maybe not as much, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Not too sure. Maybe he's fuel saving more here? I don't know if the secondary clutch sounds different, like a hand one, but I don't think it does, as taken lots of curb on the inside. So we're just going to have a quick look here. This DSL welding action replay is what happened to Dean Sinkovic into turn one. It looks like there was a big one. Oh, that's gone into one of the Century Motorsport boys. So what's happened here? Lock up? Literally, locked the rear.
Yep.
Locked the rear. And that has sent him round, and he's gone absolutely collected the number 9 car as well. Made an effort to get out the way as well. That's very unfortunate for him.
Oh, what's happening here is... Has
Might
Leaky
be making a move.
Did Leaky just have a spin as well? Because I thought he'd just come out from a recovery then. Maybe I'm seeing things.
Sam Noble is am I just having connection issues? What's happening here?
No, he's still in 5th. Still there.
Something is going on.
Yeah, you're right. I saw him dropping down the field, but then he went straight back up to 5th. So I think it might be on his end.
So Schultze down in P13. He's being attacked by Harry Dodds and Matthew Keane in front. Harry Dodds has got a fresh car. He's trying to get around him on the inside, going into turn number 5. Not able. Sorry, turn 6. Not able to do it. He's going to make a move up the inside. No. Going to try and maximize those exits through the middle sector. Ooh, a little bit of contact.
Ooh, bit of a bump. Nothing too serious though.
Got to be careful though. That could end in a spin for someone. You can see, yeah, they're trying. So I think it is to get a bit of rear lock to get those the back end just to turn a little bit. At least that's what it looks like from Schultze's.
Schultze's view, he's got plenty of air cooling going on. Very efficient.
Yes, there will be no overheating in that engine.
Oh no, definitely not. Very efficient way of keeping your engine cool.
A little bit of grass dipping from Harry Dodds. No comment on that, as he gets alongside Daniel Schultz and will have the power to get past, and does so into turn 1. Yeah, so Jamie Dyke's putting the pressure on. He's showing him the door seemingly every corner, and just making him just remember that he's there. I'm sure Sebastian hasn't forgotten, because, I mean, he's been there the whole race. And David Coleman now almost within that second. Alan
Dawson, just on his own there a bit, isn't he? Just sitting in the 4th. Like, he's still got Noble behind him, but just out of reach, out of the draft reach as well.
Well, there was a battle from basically P3 to P8, and they've completely split up now, as Paul Gwelin is kind of attacking Stefan Lawrence a little bit in P6. He's in up 12 spots. He's having an absolutely flyer of a race. And Sam Noble's in a little bit of a Riot Sim Racing sandwich here between those two. Very hard to know when these guys are pitting, because they cross the pit entry line.
Yeah, well, we pitted the...
It looks like a couple of them are going in. Paul Gwelin and Stephen Martin into the pit lane.
Oh, wow.
Could they be going for an early undercut, where we've got about 23, 22 minutes left to go after this? As that is a great move up the inside from Harry Dodds into P8. So a lot of people into the pits. Clutterbuck, Schultz, Gwelin, Martin. Sorry, Gerlin.
Cowie's still out on the track, isn't he? He hasn't pitted yet, has he?
No, he is not.
Oh, except for when he put on the safety car, of course, but. Ooh, very nice.
He made it on the straight there. Made it look easy as well. That's a great livery, that car, isn't it? Black and gold.
Oh, do we see just another lock up there, or was that just a puff of smoke from someone possibly spinning out? Maybe not, maybe it's just someone blocking a brake, possibly. So... rightio, copy. So we're on board with Sebastian at the moment.
Sorry? I have my name.
Oh, we thought you dropped out. Yeah, we thought you dropped out, mate.
Nah, just dying.
Ah, that old chestnut. Now we've got Schulte's back in the pits. What's going on there? Is he...
Damage.
I thought he pitted last lap though, didn't he?
No,
or was that someone else? Ah, right. So he's taking his fast repair, so now his car looks like a actual car.
I forgot the fast repairs existed, I won't lie. As Mr. Bradbury coming out behind his teammate in front. Oh, he's got, you can see the difference in livery there. Nice metallic, glossy colour.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? I like it.
Yeah, kind of. I quite like the shininess of it.
Yeah.
Not metallic, I suppose. It's more like a chrome red, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Oh, Sebastian's in the pits, is he? I think Sebastian and... No, okay, no. It just said he was in the pits. Ah, right, okay.
Apologies, everyone at home. Apparently we're getting some issues with the timing tower. Should be fixed next week. It's an SDK thing. We've had an update happen suddenly, so we're having a couple of technical hiccups tonight, but nothing major. You can still see everything on your screens at home. As we've got the Melville fastest lap for round 2 on the bottom right of the screens. And it was Robbie Bradbury who actually said it. I think it's a 116.454, is it?
Yeah, it is good eyesight there, mate. You definitely have to do Specsavers now, man. Your eyes are good as gold.
Definitely still need to go to Specsavers. Still need the glasses. As was that a little bit of a rear end flick from Tixier?
I reckon it was money. I reckon it was. It was either that or Jamie giving a bit of a touch up or a hurry up sort of thing.
Oh, major as there's chaos going down here. Daniel Schultz finally out of the pits. And Greg Johnston just letting them go past. Team Greg. Safety truck is there. As Daniel Schultz goes up the inside of Chris Miller and gets a nice easy move done. TCA in the pits, David Coleman, Alan Dawson, Sam Noble all going into the pit lane. Jamie Dyke stays out. That extra lap, is it going to be enough? Is the real question.
I reckon Jamie will just come out
loads of fuel. Stefan Lawrence able to do so as well. What, Jamie Dyke is not out of the race. That is an error. But this is going to be very, very close. Jamie is going to have to absolutely nail this lap and nail his in-lap as well. Don't know if this is going to be his in-lap or not. He may have saved a couple more than one lap. Is he going slow, or is that...
No, I think he's got a normal pace. I don't think he's slowing down or anything. Looks pretty normal from here.
Yep, certainly does. Back to normal. As Paul Gerlin is having a look at Troy Dooley. Getting a nice look at that Team 3 Racing rear end. Is he going to have a look into turn 4. It looks like he is braking
Yep.
a little later, using less of the brakes. Does a very good job. Now they've got to maneuver past the limping car of Mr. Sinkovic. Able
Jump
to
on
do
board,
that
Jamie.
nice
Can
and
we just
easy.
see if Jamie pits real quick? Just want to see if he's jumps in the pits. I reckon he
No,
will.
doesn't
Look.
look like he is, or is he? Nope,
No,
he's staying
no,
out,
he's
so he's
staying out.
saved enough, but he's coming up to back markers. I think he should have pit. He's gonna lose time here. There might be blue flags, but these guys are not really obligated to get out of his way, as they're also in their own race. I mean,
Yeah,
of course
that's
they are
correct.
obligated to get out of his way, but
When it's safe
he's
to do
gonna
so,
make,
of course.
he's gonna be making those moves the safe way. As Stefan Lawrence goes into the pits, he is unable to go again. Matthew Keane as well. So Harry Dodds also up in P2. He's able to stay out a little longer, but he's got Sebastian Tixier right on his rear.
Oh, I wonder if Sebastian's going to get held up here. 'Cause he's
Definitely
wasting time.
could. Harry could be doing a really good job of it as he goes up the inside. He's going to late brake into turn 4. Harry Dodds, does he just let him have the position? He does, but he's going to fight back. He got a nice exit through the corner, taking the normal line through it, and he's going to have a real nice slingshot through the corner. Going to have a look up the inside into turn 5. Sorry, 6 and 7. And into turn 8, is he going to have a look up the inside? No, just going to sit behind, I think, and maybe take the draft. 26 seconds, is that enough? I don't think it is. I think it's what was the pit lane time? It's 30, 33? 36?
No.
35. As
Well,
Jamie Dyke's in the pit lane
in the
now.
pits
They're
now.
coming through turn 11. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think Jamie has made enough time. Let's have a look. He's in the pit lane now. Now coming down the straight is Sebastian Tixier. You can see the timing tower. That time is coming well down. He gets out and, yep,
He does
not
it.
enough.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That's a big, big gap too. He's going to have to really push to get that lap down, but he will have fresher tires. Yep, Harry Dodd's going into pit as well.
He gets spit out.
So, now the Fishy boys can work together, use that draft, and of course, catch, maybe, Sebastian Tixier. And you'd be hoping that Jamie put on fresh tyres, 2 lap olds. Do you reckon that'll make too much of a difference?
No, you put on new tyres because I saw the car go up in the air, so I reckon it'll make a big difference. Can't go wrong with new tyres. Never can.
That could be another safety car then.
Yeah, can we have a look at that?
Don't jump off it just yet. We've got a battle here between Stephen Martin trying to get past Mr. Gerlin, and behind him is Robbie Bradbury and Stefan Lawrence, and this is a battle that is going to heat up very, very soon, as Harry Dodds has got 10 seconds to gain, and the more these guys battle, the more he will be lapping it up with the lap times. 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes to go left in this race. As Jamie Dyke is really tearing those lap times up.
Oh,
Did he hit the wall?
yeah, nearly.
Stefan Lawrence round the outside, late braking. If he can get it right, he'll have the inside into the next corner. They're too wide, both for 2 rows back, and he gets the move done. Stephen Martin also unable to get the move done, as Paul Gwelin puts in a great defense, holding that normal line round the outside. Is he going to have a look into turn 4? Yes, he is. They're side by side. He's up the rear, and there's contact. He's down.
Oh.
Could see that happening a mile away. Big contact between Stephen Martin and Paul Guerlin. Guerlin, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to them. I got into a habit of saying Guerlin, and I just cannot shake it.
The mirror was on. Like, it was there, but just
It was there, but it
know.
got closed. The gap got closed. And he didn't get on the brakes very quickly to try and correct it. Or maybe he did. I'm telling lies. Sorry, Paul. So up 12 positions now is Stefan Lawrence and Robbie Bradbury up 10. Great race from these guys. So we're coming into the last 10 minutes. Hughesy, what will we see in these last 10 minutes, 12 minutes?
I reckon we'll see Jamie Dyke just cruise up to the back of Sebastian. Maybe instant, of course, because, you know, you got to worry about your tyres, of course, as you can appreciate. But he will get there and it'll start to get a bit spicy, I reckon. I'm just curious to see if David will... David will get pulled up with him too, or if David sort of just hang back in third and just watch chaos unfold. What's your predictions?
I think Jamie's going to catch Sebastian, and contact will possibly take them both out, and David Coleman will sneak in for Stephen Bradbury, not a Robbie Bradbury. Clutterbuck. Great move from Stephen Martin. Sorry, we were just dawdling in our speech, and as we got to see a great move from Stephen Martin on Daniel Clutterbuck. Listen, say Clutterbuck, Husey. It rolls off the tongue.
Clutterbuck. It does, doesn't it?
It really does. It's so good to say. You have a great last name, Daniel.
I'm tipping it's not Aussie because I've never met a Clutterbuck before, so I'm tipping it's European of some sort of description.
Must be a farm name. Chickens and deer.
Clutterbuck. Do you reckon it'll be German?
Possibly.
No.
We'll have to ask him. No, it's quite all right for the moment. He's sitting in P12, exactly where he started this race. And he's having a good one too, though. Cowie is behind him, up 12 positions. And look at that, Jamie Dyke within 4/10 now. He's in attacking positioning as they're getting held up by the back markers.
Who's that? Is that Leakey? Yeah, it's Greg Leake, sorry. Hopefully Leakey just sets him out of the way with a relative ease. Hopefully. Just think David's real and truly too far back to...
He's going for it up the inside. Here he goes, Jamie Dyke into turn number 10. Does he get it done? They're side by side. He pushed him wide. Did he need to go off track there? Was there contact? We'll have to get an action replay. Oh, and he spins. He's had a big moment. David Coleman goes through. Did he spin? Did he catch it?
He has.
Oh God, my.
Wow. That all started from when Jamie passed him. Can we go back to that? Because he's landed on the curb. So go back further than that because that's So
here it was, James. So that's turn 9, and then into turn 10. There's Leakey on the outside. He just didn't see him coming. There was no contact or anything. He's just ended up on the curb. Oh, it threw him left when he jumped off the curb. So unsettled it. Got too quickly on the power in a low gear. Flung the car onto the grass. Bit of a corner cut. He's going to have to obviously yield. Oh, and he did. He got into the power too quickly and spun it again. So that's gifted Jamie Dyke the race win, you'd think. In P3, where is he? He's gone into the pits. Has he left?
Oh.
Is he just over? Still could have had a couple of good points, and looks like he is leaving the race, unfortunately.
Oh.
Honestly, I would probably do the same after leading a whole race like that. And then from my own mistake, he's probably blaming Jamie as well, but I think that's probably his own mistake. He could have kept it a little bit tighter on the left-hand side there. As we're watching Michael Quack.
Oh, I get he's frustrated, but he shouldn't leave.
I know.
It's going to be valuable points. Those points you could use and could decide the championship, really. So I don't think he should have left. He should have stayed going. Should have stayed and kept going.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Quatch having a look up the inside of the 51 of Reese Degoe and unable to get it done this time of asking. Look at that livery. The TMX Global Racing livery is really, really nice.
Nice livery, I like it.
It's a blue and red, and it's like a city skyline. It looks like it's probably a city, and it looks like Melbourne or Sydney.
It looks nice though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's got a bit of shine. It's got like a bit of shine to it. Like I wouldn't say metallic, but it looks like it's got a bit
gloss.
of shine to it.
It's a little bit of gloss. I think.
Right. Looks really
A
nice.
little bit of pearlescent even. Could be. Yeah, at the front looks like a little bit of pearlescent. Yep.
Yes, he is.
He is retired that
yep.
car. Dean Sinkovich. Sorry, our producer asking us if Dean is retired and cutting to him sitting in the pits. So I think he's just probably spotting for Stephen now, who's in P24. Up 6 positions, so good stuff from him.
Bit of a shame. He's pulled the pin for the night.
Oh, Reese Degoe going wide. Is he Watch going to be able to sneak through on the inside? He is. They're going to be side by side. Is Degoe able to keep in front? He is. Wow, well done. Keeps inside nicely.
Well, I reckon Michael might have a dive here. He's only got, what, 5 minutes left to go, so you might as well say that's probably 3, maybe 4 laps. I reckon he'll have a crack here for sure. Oh, no! Michael! Hey again, sorry, Shibby? Yeah, of course, mate. Hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast today. Hope everyone gives the broadcast a bit of a like as well as a page. We really, really appreciate it, as well as Sinkovich boys, because they're, I suppose, running the show and running the ship for this, aren't they, Shibby? Oh! Oh! Has David Coleman spun out or retired? Because it just said out. Oh! That was a big hit. Oh, no, okay. No, David's still there. So maybe the time tab's playing up. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Ah, right. Can we just look at, was it Darren Blake? Can we just go back 3 or 4 corners? Because I think he may have got tagged, or he may have spun under his own accord. I think it was in turn 4, which is a left-hander. Yeah, David Blake, yeah. I think I said Darren. I'm going to say David. Sorry, David. Yeah. Just up here.
Pretty all right.
Yeah, so play from there.
Ooh, a little bit of contact, yeah. A little bit of a lock-up. And then in the inside, oh, big shunt from Michael Quatch.
That's all right. Oh, and he's at another moment.
Beautiful drift. Absolutely wonderful save, sir.
Man.
Absolutely wonderful save. That was majestic.
.57.5 minutes, probably 2.5 minutes to go. So yeah, quite possible. Maybe another lap. Definitely another lap, maybe 2.
Yeah, another lap or 2 to go. So 37 laps, probably here at Interlagos. An hour of racing, and it's been an action-packed hour, hasn't it, Husey? I know you joined about quarter of the way through.
Yeah, sorry guys, that was just on racing duties. Yeah, no, it's been relatively packed actually, and the big field's been good. Like I think we had 20 for the Porsches on the Thursday. That was good, but I think they've had 30 here tonight. I think, or 25. 32. That's a good number. And as we see, Reese to Goey having a massive slide. That was huge. Sort of lucky Troy didn't get past him. Then he was actually quite lucky. Oh, Troy's having a massive lunge. Oh, no, Reese just saw him. Oh, I thought Reese was going to hit him then, but no, Reese saw him last minute. That was good. That was a really good move by Troy. I wonder if Reese is going to have another crack coming up the hill.
David Coleman's up the back of Jamie Dyke, up the front of the field, but not too close. Reese de Goey is fighting very hard with Troy Dooley at the back of the field. Michael Quatch is also involved here. Are they able to get anything done? We're not too sure if it's white flag yet. I think they've still got one to go.
Yeah, one more lap.
Barney waving his flag just yet.
Can we look at David Coleman, because he's all over Jamie Dyke.
Yeah, it looks like he may have been tyre saving, and Jamie Dyke's been pushing. And these two, obviously, in the Ford, one in the Ford and one in the Holden, so no love lost there.
There's a white flag. Wonder if Jamie will let David through with the pace he's got, if he'll just say, no, you need to stay behind the sunshine.
No way. Jamie Dyke will never let somebody through, from my experience of watching him race. Gotta make him, it's gonna make him work for it, but he's gonna make him work for it fairly. These two will not want to take each other out. So the command might be team orders, stay behind, even though he's got the pace. It is last lap though, so anything can happen here at the front of the grid here at Interlagos. Jamie Dyke leading them away in the final lap. He's up one position. He passed Sebastian Tixier at the penultimate part of the race and forced him into his own error. Is David Coleman going to have a look up the inside into turn number 8? No, he's not. Jamie Dyke covering it off very well into turn 9. Here it is. Doesn't get the exit he wanted. Jamie Dyke got a very good one. And this is turn 10, exactly where Jamie made his move. He goes wide though, misses the apex quite largely, I might add. And through turn 11 now, it doesn't look like David Coleman's going to have enough. He goes very deep into the braking zone. Jamie Dyke puts down his foot down the straight. And it looks like Jamie Dyke is going to be the winner of round 3. David Coleman's right up the back of him, though. He could get alongside. No. Jamie Dyke is your round 3 winner here at Interlagos for your DSL Welding V8 Supercars series.
Alan Dawson in Wrightson Racing in a nice third place as well.
Yeah,
really well done. That's a good spot.
He was got a bit under the radar, but he's very, very consistent this week.
Sam Noble in 4th. That's a very different top 5, isn't it? Oh, and his teammates in 5th as well. That's really good. Oh, that's a good haul of points for him. Really good.
Yeah, great team effort there from the Riot boys.
Robbie's held on to 6th, and Harry Dodds had a nice recovery into 7th. That's a very nice recovery.
Yeah, that's a very, very good recovery. That was hard pushing from Harry Dodds. So great to see him back there. Matty Keane down in P8. A good showing from him. We didn't see much of him. He wasn't really in too much action, but he did it quite well. Paul Gerlin in P9. Cowie, P10. Up 15 spots. What a race for Mr. Cowie.
Isn't it, from Cowie, yeah? That's a really good effort.
Stephen Martin, Daniel Schultz, Mr. Clutterbuck down one position, unfortunately, in P13. Michael Quatch, so teammates 13 and 14th, the TMX Global Racing boys, as Reese de Goey is P15. Troy Dooley, David Blake, Gerard Sanfuentes a lap down in P18. Jeremy Bush and Chris Miller also lapped down 19 and 20th. That's your top 20 here, round 3 at Interlagos on SRW TV, the DSL Loading V8 Supercars Series. And yes, thank you to Dragon RC, Melville Equipment Corporation, Pagnian Advanced Simulation, and of course, who did I miss? Dragon RC, Promo Department, Pagnian Imports, everyone.
Oh,
Big thank you to you at home, of course, as
that's
a little shunt from Mr. Johnston into our race winner. He's lost his rear wing. As we'll shortly get them into for some post-race interviews. I'll let you take them away, Adam.
yeah, mate. I can do that. Would you like to which people would you like me to
Have them
interview?
all.
Or are you gonna
Have them all.
have all of them? Do you want to do one at a time?
No.
All right. Beautiful, mate. Do you want to bring down? Is it Alan Dawson that was third? Oh, you're not wrong.
So there is the race results once again. Jamie Dyke, our round winner, and David Coleman, a 10th.5 behind. Very, very close out the back there. Alan Dawson, Sam Noble, Stefan Lawrence, Robbie Bradbury, Harry Dodds, Matt Keane, Paul Gerlin, Andy Cowan rounding out the top 10. Stephen Martin, Daniel Schultz, Daniel Clutterbuck, Michael Quatch, Reese DeGoey, Troy Dooley, David Blake, Gerard Sanfuentes, who was not a lap down, apologies. Jeremy Bush, also not a lap down. Chris Miller, who was a lap down in P20, will continue forward to the bottom 10 or 11 drivers. Maybe. Should be. Okay. Apparently we can't, so I will read it out myself. Give me a moment. It is... there it is. Greg Leake, Steven Sinkovich, Brett Taylor, Michael Locke, Malpol, Cal Hodgkinson, Greg Johnston, Peter Pavlovich, and the rest, I believe, all left. I think it was from Peter Pavlovich down. They all, unfortunately, left the race. Bruce Tannock left very early. I didn't even see what happened to him. Did you?
No, we didn't see what happened to him. He must have bailed before I joined the commentary. I had 2 laps in. He has two or three laps to his name. That was it. Then he's bailed after that. I suppose the podium getters are in the room. I'll bring in Alan Dawson, shall I? G'day, Al. How you going?
Weird.
How you going, mate? How are you?
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Well done on third place, buddy. That was phenomenal.
That was pretty
Absolute
much
ripping effort. Hey?
So it was pretty much gifted to me, but yeah, fair enough.
Oh, it doesn't matter, mate. Take what you can get, mate. That was a good effort. You drove away from everyone else, and you held third to yourself for a while, and you did really well, mate. And you avoided all the avoided most of the accidents and everything else that happened, mate. So run us through how your race was.
Well, it was battling behind Bruce until he dropped out, unfortunately, and then it was that Sam and Dodds came together, and from there I pretty much drove by myself.
Oh, right. So that's what happened to Bruce. So Bruce had a dropout, did he, with his connection?
Yeah, he said a pack of loss.
Ah, right. That'll explain why he only did 34 laps. And we're trying to figure out before why he wasn't in for the whole race. Well, it's going to look good for your points over Hallway, mate. Considering you got third, and look, Jamie and David rather were too quick, and that sort of checked out. But good result for yourself and for Riot Sim. And I'm sure it'll be good for your points as well. I saw your teammate, his name escapes me, finished in 5th as well. So that'll be good for the teams as well. Stefan Lawrence, I couldn't think of his name, yeah.
Yeah, Stefan, he did well.
Oh, is there anyone else like to thank, mate? Sponsors-wise, friends, teammates?
Just a big shout out to the Right Boys. Thanks for cheering me on and doing well, and thanks to Bliss Homes, Nephew Suicide, and a big shout out to my charity, Defenders for Hope. Thanks, mate.
Beautiful, mate. Good stuff. And well done on P3, mate. That was an awesome effort, man. Really good stuff.
Cheers, guys.
No worries.
It's- I'm going to quickly jump in and correct myself. Peter Pavlovich was actually running 4 laps behind. That's my mistake. It was Sebastian and Bruce and who disconnected.
All right. I'll bring David in next now, boys. We've got a spare moment. Hey, David, how you going, mate?
Good boys. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah, you know, living the dream, mate, just as per usual. Hey, well done on P2, mate. Good effort. Bit of a shame. We're sort of hoping that yourself and Jamie would have a bit of a battle for first, but I sort of mentioned that maybe there would have been a bit of a team order game, or you guys would have been happy with just 1 and 2 and finish the way you are. But still, it was a good drive by yourself and Jamie, and then by Sebastian until he had his moment. Like, that was an awesome battle.
Yeah,
We sort of couldn't stop watching it, really.
it was good fun. I don't know what happened to Seb. He looked like he made a bit of a meal of it, by the looks of it. So
Yeah, he sort of he was behind Jamie, and Jamie went for the move was on. The move was awesome on Jamie's behalf, and I don't think Sebastian was expecting it, and I think he just went wide, hit the grass, and I think he spun out 2 or 3 times, and that's when you went past him on the second spin. So yeah, he sort of made a bit of a dog's breakfast of it, but or dog's dinner rather. But no, it was a good race by yourself, mate. It was awesome.
yeah, finally I finished a race. I haven't had the best of luck the last few seasons, so yeah, finally finished up with a bit of racing. So it was actually nice for a change. So
Did
yeah,
you say anything to Jamie during the race, like towards the end, saying, "Oh, hey, you gonna let me have a bit of a dip, or we gonna stay the way we are?"
he was well and truly in front of me. He just fuel saving a bit to a burnout. So it would have been fair if the last time a teammate, I think one Blake Delaney passed him on the last lap, but all hell broke loose when we got back to base. So I wasn't going to get him let him get hard done by again. So yeah, you got to let him have it.
Oh, of course. So, any questions you want to ask, Dano?
Oh, I don't really want to ask any questions.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no.
quite alright.
Right? Ah, yes, that
Knocking
old
it.
chestnut. Any sponsors or anything, or friends or family or teammates you want to thank, David, while you're
Just
here?
thank the team and probably thank the missus for letting me actually race. So we only moved house a week ago, so it was a bit of a priority to set the rig up and get back racing. So yeah, you know, we've all got one of them. So got to let them think they're boss for a little bit. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, got to, mate. Got to keep them happy. Otherwise, you're in the doghouse for the rest of your life.
that's it.
Well, good stuff again, mate. Yeah, it'll be good to see you again next week, and make sure you give Blake Delaney and Michael Whiting a bit of crap for me as well, mate. I haven't seen them around the traps for a while, so give them a bit of flack for me, mate.
Yeah, they're both under the thumb by their misses. So no Sunday night racing for them either. So, yeah, and now Blake's gone all pro because he's Dykey's endurance driver in the pro league. You probably won't see him for a while. So
Oh, right. So bloody Dykey's taking him away, eh? Oh, I've words with old Dykey about that.
he has, but I'll let Dykey thank the sponsors and thanks for the racing, boys.
No worries, mate. Thanks for coming in. Grab old Jamie next. Okay, Jamie, how you going, mate?
Hughes, Dano, how are we?
What's going on? What is happening, mate? Nice P1 win, mate. Excellent job, man. We couldn't stop watching the race with you and Sebastian and with David as well. Awesome effort. Awesome gig.
Thanks,
How'd
man.
you go when you were in there? Walk us through what happened, man.
Yeah, we stick to the strategy. I pulled a Hughesy Hughes from the Porsche race and fuel saved like buggery. And I got Coleman doing the same, and I knew Seb was saving, but nowhere near as much as us. And then yeah, I just kind of lined him up for the last stint. And I saw he made a mistake into turn 4, 5, 6, 8. He pinched the wheel, and then I thought this is my only chance to have a real dive. And yeah, his tires were cooked after that.
Yeah, well, as soon as you passed him, the move was on, and as soon as you passed him, he must have just sort of went out to the curb, and then I don't know if he just had wheel spin or wasn't watching where he was going, but he didn't sort of come back in onto the track and just hit the grass, and the car just got pulled in. he made on the other side, but as soon as he got back on the other side, he just spun it and then landed where Kimi Räikkönen went sort of off road coursing a couple of years ago at Brazil, and he spun it again, and that's when David snuck through. So yeah, the move you made was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I don't think he was expecting you to come through when you did. And to be honest, nor was I. I wasn't expecting it. I just thought you were trying to shape something up for turn one after the start finish line. But no, you obviously thought, I'll get him here. So yeah, it was an awesome move, mate.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I kind of turn 1 and turn 4. I kind of just showed the nose to kind of keep Coleman in the draft. And while I made Seb defend, I could fuel save, hold the clutch in, let him have the corner narrowed, and yeah, just made him work his tires until then. And I knew that if I got him on the infield, he wouldn't expect it. But no, it was a good race. Bit too bad I lost the boot. Yeah, waiting to do me burnout. But other than that, all in all, pretty good.
Yeah, good effort, mate. 1-2 for yourself and David, mate. That's a good haul of points, and yeah, can't complain with that, mate.
Nah, it's very good.
Been told apparently you have to thank the sponsors as per David's request. So apparently you've got to thank the sponsors and your mates and your family and friends. Apparently.
Yep. Obviously, our sponsors: Infinity Designs, Precision Sim Training, DC Shades, Relax Marine and Game Finishing, Adrenaline Images, West End Mazda, Parramatta Isuzu, Parramatta Peugeot Professionals, Parramatta Great Wall, and Haval. And a big shout out to Coleman. A lot of good teamwork tonight, and yeah, well done, mate.
Good stuff, mate. Thanks for coming in, buddy. That was a bloody awesome race. Really loved it, mate.
That's good. Happy to be here, man. I'll be in next week.
Hope so, mate. I'll hold you to it.
No worries, boys. You take it easy.
Likewise, mate. Good stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, you can take us out, mate. That's all right.
I think I'm here. Hello?
Yep.
Hello? Yep, I'm here.
You can hear.
Well, yes, a big thank you, of course, to everyone at home, first of all, for tuning in to this super stream, of course, with the here on SRW, with us on SRW TV for round number 3 of the DSL Welding V8 Supercars Series. One last massive shout out to our sponsors: DSL Welding, Dragon RC, Promo Department, Pagnia Motors, Pagnian Imports, Melville Equipment, and that is all of our sponsors. And of course, our viewers once again. A big thank you to Shibby for bringing us the camera angles, of course. Adam for finally jumping in, keeping me some company, and Shibby, of course, you as well, for keeping me some company at the start of the race for this cast. And if you've enjoyed the broadcast, of course, once again, like and subscribe to all of our channels. Across knows about us. From all of us here at SRW TV, good night, and we will see you tomorrow for, what is it, Adam?
NASCAR
Trucks. Yes. Scotty.
Oscar.
Yes, Scotty and Nathan will be taking you guys for some NASCAR. So we'll see you guys then, and for now, good night, and we'll see you next.
No worries, guys. Thanks for coming along. Have a good night.